So it's day 2 that I'm recording my log with Dad and his last stage of life. Just a bit of an update from yesterday. So yeah, yesterday Dad, that was the day before, started getting a bit croaky and losing his voice. So yeah, and he's just started having a little bit of problem swallowing his tablet. So when that gets much worse, where he gets to the point where he actually can't, they'll put the thing under his skin for pain relief 24 hours a day. I noticed yesterday as well when the nurses were here, I noticed it before that, but I asked the nurses while they were here, Dad's fingers kind of look like, they look weird. So I asked the nurse what that was about. They look kind of like they're joined to this, it's weird. And anyway, she said they're clubbed, and that can happen to people. It's actually quite common, apparently, in people with lung cancers or where there's sort of been low blood oxygen levels going through them, or if they've been a heavy smoker and stuff like that. So maybe, yeah, that's become like a little bit noticeable with Dad, and I just thought I'd ask about it. Yeah, she said it's nothing to worry about. It's just part of it. So yeah, the palliative care, like, nurse and specialist came out yesterday, and for the 6th time we've tried to fill this out. If you know what this is, it's an advanced care directive, basically to find out what the patient wishes for, when they can no longer make decisions for themselves. Like in here it has questions like, if your heart stopped and your prognosis wasn't good, would you want us to perform CPR? Things like that. If your family could no longer recognize you, how would that make you feel? Things like that. So it's about the 6th attempt yesterday. I've tried twice, and healthcare professionals have tried about 4 times. Yeah, he doesn't really want to fill it out. But he did say yesterday that he wants me to make these decisions for him. So I'm going to have to become Dad's guardian so I can make medical decisions for him. When he can no longer speak for himself. Dad went into hallucinations twice yesterday when the nurses were here as well. One time he saw water dripping down her face and there was nothing there. And when I left the room, the nurse told me when I walked out with her that he was asking her that he had to go to a childcare and pick someone up or something. So he's still kind of a bit delusional. Yesterday as well, we've been trying since February to get Dad's GP to sign. It's an arrangement for death at home form. Just makes things easier when Dad passes, and hopefully he can pass at home like he wishes. That just means instead of having ambulance and all that shit here, Dad can just be taken, his family and all that, or whoever wants to come and see him can come see him here. And then he'll be taken to the funeral home after that. But the doctor doesn't want to, well, he's not signing it for me, well, for anyone basically. So I need to see if my GP will do it on Dad's behalf. When I went in to give Dad his medications last night, he had his good cardio on and he was ready to party by the looks of it. I said, Dad, what's happening? He said, I'm just at the pub. I said, which pub? Mudgee. Is he Mudgee? In a pub. I said, can you get me a beer? So get yourself one too. I don't really drink beer, but I did. I got Dad a beer and I got myself a beer. And I sat there and I drank it with him. He said, "You got to smoke." I said, "Dad, I don't smoke anymore." But I had this thing on me, so he had a puff of it. I know it's probably the wrong thing, but if he wants it, I'm going to let him have it. I'm not going to deny my father of anything that he wants. So yeah, then Dave came down and he had a beer too with us. I didn't really enjoy the beer. Dad didn't drink his whole beer. He said, "I can't finish it." And he said, "Can you finish it for me?" So I said, "Yeah, Dad, I'll finish it for you." So I had to drink the last bit of his beer. So yeah, that was nice after we sort of did that, and I gave him his medication and everything, and then he sort of settled down and knew where he was and that he was at home, and it was bedtime, not ready, time to party. Yeah, so that's probably about all I have for now. It is only Friday morning. He didn't get up last night, which was great. But this morning when I went in to give him his brekkie and his coffee and his meds, he had something pushed against his door, so it was really hard for me to get in. So I think that he's done that so he doesn't sleepwalk or, you know, try and leave, his room in the middle of the night. So that's about all I have for today, progress, and I'll talk to you guys soon.